Perfume is the art that makes memory speak. This is a quote from Maison Kurkdjian. What I really love about fragrance is that it has the power to transform a mood. It evokes memory. It also is what I like to call an invisible accessory that leaves a lasting impression. It's nothing like seeing a male or female dressed to the nine, and when they walk past you, this wonderful lingering sillage just emanates, projects from them. So today's video, we are talking about it girl fragrances that are most complimented, and also some of my top 5, but I'm going to give you 2 bonus ones at the end. So without further ado, let's get started. All right, ladies, the list of these fragrances are in no particular order, just because every nose is unique and all of these fragrances are special in their own way. But they are the it girl fragrances. Let's start off with number 1, launched in 2021. The nose of this fragrance is Kyle Mott Cannonberg, and this is an oriental vanilla with a yumminess of smoke infused layers of butter. And if you know, you know. This is Blackcliff Mr. Pink. This is a unisex fragrance, but inside, as it dries down, is such a mystical gourmand fragrance. This is good for the fall and the winter, but I think it's good for those nights when you're going out on date night too, and you are just like really confident, you're okay in your own skin, you are stepping out and you're letting the world know that you have arrived. This has cotton candy, smoke, butter, saffron, vanilla, yuzu. There's also bergamot in here. As it dries down, it just takes you on a different experience, but definitely the smoke of this, the smokiness, it is so yummy. And again, this is a unisex fragrance. Can we take an appreciation for the bottle, you all? I am in love with this. I will leave this beauty down below. And if you're in Dallas, you can definitely find it at the Scent Room. All right, ladies, this next fragrance I'm excited to talk about because I got to meet the perfumer behind this brand, and that is none other than Thibaut Crivelli, and the name of the house is Maison Crivelli. This fragrance is Papyrus Moleculaire. Now, if you all remember when I did a fragrance video some time back, you may not, but it's from Maison Crivelli as well. It is called Hibiscus Mahajad, and I've talked about that fragrance a lot on my channel. What I love about Thibaut is he's very humble, and one of the things that he has been able to do well is go on these journeys around the world and capture those experiences through his scents. This Papyrus Moleculaire is calming, it's beautiful, it's for the woman that is soft and in her Love Shack fancy moment of the blush pink dresses and soft laughter and hanging with the elite friends and taking everybody on an experience with being around her in her very essence and her authenticity. That's what you get with this fragrance here. It wears better on me than Santal 33. There's tonka bean, there's black pepper, amyris, there's also papyrus in here as well. I'm going to read the other notes to you too. There is olibanum, carrot seeds, tobacco, tonka bean, coriander, elmi resin, and I think that the other ones I had already mentioned. This was launched in 2020, and you can find this at the Scent Room. Where I met Thibaut was at the Scent Room at one of those events that I mentioned in the previous video that I did on fragrances. And that's what I'm saying. When you are able to go to these perfume bars and take part in their events, you get to meet these noses and you get to learn so much more about the fragrance, and you realize that it's more intimate than just perfume on a shelf. It is actually stories that leverage the brand and gives you more of an appreciation for the nose and for the scent that you're experiencing at that time. So I just wanted to definitely plug this in. I love Thibaut very much. He's so humble, so down to earth, and just A wonderful French man who knows what he's doing. That's what I'm talking about. I wanted to let you all know though, the nose of Papyrus moléculaire is Leslie Girard. It is not Taibad, but he does own Maison Crivelli. All right, ladies, this next fragrance is floral, fruity, and sweet. It is definitely the woman who is embracing her femininity, is all about feminine energy, that soft life, the man who's very chivalrous. I see her wearing this fragrance, and that is Pas Ce Soir. The nose of this fragrance is Violaine Colas, and this was launched in 2016. I'm going to read the notes to you all just so that we can do this justice. The top notes in here is ginger, mandarin orange, and black pepper. The middle notes are quince, Moroccan jasmine, and orange blossom, and your base notes are cashmeran, amberwood, and Singapore patchouli. And you all know that patchouli is my favorite note. And of course, I have a number of fragrances with patchouli in them. This will last on you a very long time, ladies. And it is definitely one that you will get compliments on. Ooh, it is the It Girl fragrance. It is the It Girl fragrance. You'll thank me. Whatever one you go with or how many you're gonna get, you will thank me. We're gonna do something different. We're gonna talk the notes in this fragrance first. This is a new fragrance that just launched in 2024, but I want you all to hear these notes because they're absolutely lovely. There is raspberry, jasmine, sandalwood saffron, cashmere, orange flower, amberette, oud, tonka bean, cedarwood. I am introducing you all to Zernell Gillie's house. You will thank me with this one. It is unisex and it is so good. This is more of a sweet yet floral, like white floral. It will last you about 8 hours as well with this particular fragrance. But this is, again, another fragrance for the woman that is stepping into her confidence as a soft girl who's living that aesthetic. She's embracing her feminine energy. She's wearing the blush pinks and the very feminine clothing. This is what house gives me. Sometimes my fragrances, like I said, will take me into my head on what I should be wearing. All right, ladies, we are in the bonus round. And you are going to love this bonus round. We're going to start with this first one, but I want to read you all the notes. So the top notes in this particular fragrance is bitter orange, pink pepper, and pimento. Your middle notes are cinnamon, agave, and geranium. Your base notes is dark chocolate, Madagascar vanilla, sandalwood, and bourbon vetiver. The nose of this particular fragrance is Christelle Laprade, and this was launched in 2022. If you know, put it down below. I might just do this as a premiere so I can talk to y'all and see if you get it right. So I'm gonna give you like 5 seconds. Okay, 1-5. This fragrance is none other than Mind Games Double Attack Bitter Chocolate. Oh, y'all, when I got to sample this at Neiman Marcus, it was a no-brainer. I just bought it. It was a no-brainer just because not only is the bottle beautiful, but the scent, the way it lingers, the way it projects, the lasting and staying power with this, the dry down, everything is just exquisite with this particular fragrance. And this is my first Mind Games fragrance, and I'm in love. Of course, I can't travel with all of my fragrances, but I will tell you, you all will not be disappointed with this one. It is unique. I will tell you that. If you don't like chocolate, then I don't know what to tell you. But if you do, or if you want to experience something that's way different from any other fragrance that you've experienced before, you're gonna get it with bitter chocolate. When I got a whiff of it, I was like, huh, I was not expecting that. It's so different. And then I could smell the chocolate. And then it has like a smokiness to it too. It does give me a little bit of that Mr. Pink from Blackcliff that I talked to you all about earlier. It does give me a little bit of that, but it is, when I say this is so yummy, every time I spray it, I get excited, I get happy. That's what I get from this particular fragrance. And this is one of the new ones in my collection as well, along with my Yves Saint Laurent Libra Flowers and Flames that I talked about in my previous video. All right, ladies, I want to talk about this particular fragrance. I'm gonna give you all the notes. Leave down below if you know exactly what I'm going to call when I give you these notes. But this is a brand, I'll give you a hint, where a lot of us know the brand, but they only gravitate to one perfume underneath this house. And there's so many great ones if you give it a chance to sample them, right? So here's the top notes. Top notes are aldehydes and Calabrian bergamot. Middle notes are Egyptian jasmine, mock orange, and sweet pea. Base notes are white musk and sandalwood. If you guess 724 from the house of Maison Francis Kurkdjian, you are absolutely correct. This fragrance often goes overlooked and undervalued because everybody gravitates to Baccarat Rouge 540. And I know that I have the sparkling oil, but let me tell you, I love Aquaforte. I love 724. There's so many really great fragrances from the house of Maison Francis Kurkdjian, and he does a great job also of taking you on an experience like Maison Crivelli with the scents. And I implore you all, go to the nearby Neiman Marcus or your nearby Nordstrom and ask them if you can just sample the different perfumes from the house, and you'll see exactly what I mean, other than Baccarat Rouge 540. And I'm not knocking Baccarat Rouge 540. Of course, I have the sparkling oil, but I want you all to open your horizons and experience other, like I said, other scents that are out there, other fragrances, other than the ones that are talked about all the time, because there are so many great ones that go undervalued. You know, I really want to go into some Middle Eastern fragrances because those fragrances also take you on a journey, and they are so rich smelling. They're so beautiful, and I probably will do a video dedicated to my Middle Eastern scents. And it's not just Mona with Kayali. There's many other fragrances that Dubai and a lot of other Middle Eastern cultures that are so unique and so special that a lot of people don't really talk about. And so I really want to embark on that journey here on this channel as well, and kind of introduce you to some newbies out there. I don't want to overwhelm with like 10 and 15 fragrances. I feel like the bite-sized videos of giving you top 5 and maybe a bonus of 2, or maybe just top 5 is good enough. If you, let me know if you guys agree down below, because sometimes when we have too many choices, it's really hard to make a decision. But if you have, you know, a digestible amount, it's easy for you to make an executive decision on which one you want to go after. But hopefully you all found this video to be helpful. Super duper elated to do this video and more fragrance videos, and I'm definitely looking forward to bringing you all the science behind fragrance. You know, with a background of molecular microbiology and biochemistry, it would behoove me not to, you know, as a scientist. So I definitely want to talk about that as well, because I'm sure a lot of us are, you know, interested to know about the molecules and what goes into it and how involved is it and what does it take to make these scents come to life, and is it something that is going to be good for me to use, right? Because our skin is the largest permeable membrane. So if we're absorbing this, is this going to impact me in a negative way? But hopefully you all found this video to be helpful. I love doing fragrances. Fragrances make me happy, and I'm looking forward to taking you all on a fragrance journey with me as well. Maybe I'll come up with a mini series name. If you guys think of a mini series name, leave it down below, and then I'll just use one of those names. But I love you all. Take care of yourself, and I'll see y'all in my next one. Ciao for now.